Put this music. Hopefully I don't get in trouble this time. Alright. And then that's it. I'm gonna go back to the game. So this is the car I've been tuning. This is the car that I've been working on. These are the parts that I bought. So I got this part going on it. The gearbox, this is the part I got on this. Differential, that's the part I got on this. Suspension, I really didn't put anything on it except the arm, I think. Yeah, so like, that's another thing, like depending what you put in your car parts, it'll do different things. So these are semi-slicks, which they change kind of like in Carx. Like if you buy a bunch of them, and then they change as you go. And then in the front I got I think these are just the city streets. Braking, I didn't really touch any of that. I didn't even touch it. So, but in the engine, if you go into the engine and then you go into these systems, these kind of change everything like up. So what I did was focus on low end torque. So you can see that my low end torque is up high. So I got, the reason for that is I want it to be able to control the torque as I'm like pressing the accelerator. You know, like I want to be able to control that aspect of the car. So it's kind of like BeamNG or Settle Course, like where you have this like, I guess, hair trigger type thing where you really got to focus on the accelerator. So I picked every piece that I picked, basically put up the lower end torque, so for that specific thing. So like this is something you got to sit down and play with, but I just maxed it all out because it was just the way. This I left it alone though. This I kind of just went low with it because I think it was a turbine. It was a difference. Why did I choose this? I think because it let me use a different anti-lag work time. All this, it lets you like fix that. So like you got to look at the stuff you put in. This is basically the same. I don't know what made me pick this one. And then this one again, low end torque as high as possible. That's how I mess with that. And then this is basically almost the same thing, but you got to look at what it does, like the max. Like you see how the revs change. So this goes from 85, the rev limiter and all that. You got to look at all this stuff, and then you see that the low end torque is down. So it's down. That one's 455, and this one's 449. I just kept it the same, but I could go for that one since it puts up the torque. But I'm gonna just leave it the way I have it right now. And then here, this changes the cylinder level, and it does the same thing. So you got to just look at all these values. But I'm still like, you know, learning how to mess with it. And basically that's just what I did to achieve what I got on the car right now. And then tuning wise, let me see what I did. The transmission, this is how I got my gears for right now. So you want to play with this depending on how you drift, how it locks up, and any information you want to know about it, just press I on the keyboard. It should pop up and it'll tell you what it does, and then you know you could just lock it in from there and just learn. And then this is how I got this set up. I got this on 82, so this kind of stretches it or shortens it. So I got it kind of like short right now a little bit, not too much. I took the anti-lag thing off. The boost on the first gear is 40, and then it's a 70. My tires, I don't think I did change the profile. I think that's all I did. I think it started at 30 something, and I just put them both at 50 because the way the body was to the car, it just made the car look kind of weird. Like the tires weren't like thick looking. It was just like really thin, and you see how high it goes. The only reason this is so high because when I get to a certain point in the map, it will actually hit the skirt and everything. Like I would actually be throwing sparks, so I had to like put it up. This, I don't think I touched any of this except for this. This right here makes it feel like kind of like Carx, the original. No, actually, that's not it. This is it. My bad. This is it. So a larger offset allows for a greater force at which the steering wheel returns to the center position without the need to increase the caster. So this makes it feel, at least the way I got it set up now, kind of like Carx, the original one, with 8 Newton meters. So it kind of feels really kind of tight. And I like it because when I'm drifting and I kind of want to, you know, flick the car a little bit, it just helps me out for my drifting. I don't know. That's just like for me. I don't know, man. I didn't mess with any of this stuff that much. I kind of left all this stuff kind of the way it was. That's about it. I didn't do anything. The springs though, I think I did something with the springs here. But I mean, all this stuff is going to be changed as they change the way that everything's gonna work. I did most of my tries in Cami Road, so I set it up so I can still steer. I can still go at 1. So even if I'm at 1. Then I can just go to 2. I can go on whatever. I could go all the way to 4 the way I set up the gears. And it's really specific to the way I like to drift. So I usually just flick the car. So I let it go. The car spins out a little bit, like it slides, and then I catch it with the way it feels on the accelerator. So it's more of a, you have to have way more like throttle control. And the reason I do it is because I don't like the annoying, like it just, I could have my foot on here and it will barely do that. It'll go on red though. And this is how I set it up all the time. It doesn't matter what game it is. As long as I can set that part up, that's how I'm gonna set that up, like all the time. I go 3rd gear. I'm not doing nothing new that I wasn't before. I'm just like flicking the car. And it's mostly all throttle control. I let it go. But it could spin out if I'm not careful. I could spin out. I don't know how I'll do any other tracks because I just been on this while I was tuning, so. Yeah, I think the body's still kind of too low. Like, you see my car pop up, it's still too low. I'll hit certain sections of the road. Let me go here this way. And here I would use my brakes more because here is more narrow and it's kind of tight. I try not to, I'm gonna try to flick it, but it's pretty hard. And I gotta practice a lot to be able to do that. So you would just most likely just do it the traditional way where you just brake, slide, clutch kick out, and that's it. But I still try to flick the car whenever I can. I just gotta learn the track to do it. Especially here, it's so hard to try to do that here. So see, I'm letting the car's weight take the car and then catch it, but the right way is just brake and clutch kick out and just control as much as you can. Do that over and over. You know, I'm gonna try to flick it when but it takes a lot of practice though. So I gotta just, you know, sit down and practice this spot here. And I did get some money from one of the events. Let me go to it real quick. Oh, let me fix the car before. That way I don't have to pay anything. That way it doesn't take my money. I don't know if it was, I don't think it was an online thing. I think I went to play. I think, you know what? I think I might have, I can't even remember how I did it.
恵比寿サーキットへようこそ
I can't even remember the track. I think it might have been this one. And then I think I picked this first one. I'll see. All I know is like me just messing around in here. I did about like, I think it was like 15 minutes or so. And I got like 80,000 because I was constantly hitting the little checkpoints over and over, and then I kept getting points. But I don't know if this is it actually. No, this ain't it. It was way bigger. I don't know if it was this one. I'll just pick it to see. I know it was one that had some really nice like turns. Yeah, I think it was this one. But if you get off course, that's it. It's a wrap. Oh, I got off course. They're still letting me rock though. I forgot what I was on when I was doing this, but I only did it for a few minutes and then I got money out of it. I was like, oh crap. They just, I don't know if they put that in on the latest patch, because they did a, like, some type of patch for it. They added a new car. And I think I changed the type of tires I'm using. I gotta check the tires too. I don't know if I was using the city tires actually. It's pretty hard to drift like this. Trying not to use my brakes. I'm trying not to clutch it, none of that. Just trying to hit it the right way so I could just too much. I lost that one. So I did this for a little bit, and you do get money. So if I was to leave, let me go. If I was to quit, I get 31,000. So the game actually does give me money. And I was in here for, like, I don't know how much time was I in here for? I don't know where it tells me, but I think I remember that I was in there for, I don't know, like 15, 10, maybe 8, even 18 minutes. And I won some money, and that was the actual track right there. Which one was it? I think it was this one actually. I gotta remember which one it is, so I don't constantly. I just never did this. I was always on Cami Road. So, but if you get money, if you oh, this is a different one. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is tandems. Okay, how does this work? I ain't never do this either. How am I supposed to? I don't know how you're supposed to start this. I guess you're supposed to have somebody in here. It's not the computer, I guess. I don't know. I'm messing this whole thing up right now. Second gear. Alright, let me switch this one. This is not it. This one's it right here. I just gotta remember, because so far this is the one I kind of like, because it's, let me put 4 PS. fourth gear. Yeah, this is totally based on throttle control and weight transition and just I had to hold the clutch there so I could like kind of like sling me back and hold the control. You will never see anybody drift like this. It takes too much control, too much. It's pretty rough to try to do this. I just get bored with doing it the regular way that I just try to master it, you know. I was trying to spin and keep trying to do like a 360 entry. I tried. I don't know how I'm gonna attack that corner to not slide out without using the brakes. I want too much on that one. I like doing this because it's almost like the car is drifting itself. Like it feels really nice and smooth. Just throwing the weight around in the car. Oh, too much. the one that I gotta master joining in there. And here too, like depending on how I attack this. And this affects how your diff lock, you know, like depending on how you tune that, the car will react how you know, according to how you lock that in. Like I could keep it more. I wonder what will happen if I keep it aggressive. Like I made 60,000, 64,000. That's not bad. I wonder how it's gonna change it if I make it more aggressive. Like, so deceleration. So what I would want maybe is, so it tells you right there, let me see, where's the I? Right here determines such the threshold at which the differential remains locked during coasting or braking. So you have to be coasting or braking, which is when you hold the clutch. That's basically coasting, and braking. So it's a mix of both. But this is my handbrake right now. A higher value keeps the axle locked for longer, providing stability during deceleration but reducing maneuverability. A lower value makes the car more agile during braking or when coasting. So it makes it more agile. I kind of like that, but I kind of want to mess around with if I make it a little tighter to, I think it'll kind of feel like Drift Festival if I put it up too high, where it'll actually be kind of like the clutch will be like a brake kind of. I gotta try it. I'm gonna put it up to 80 to see if I feel the difference. And see if I actually notice. No layout. I wonder where it puts you. Oh, you gotta pick. Okay. All right. Let's see how this feels. I'm gonna keep it again on 4. Let me repair the car. Oh, that's the first time. Whoa. That's the first time I repaired the car and the car kept going. Oh yeah, I kind of it does, but yeah, I mean you can switch up sides pretty quick depending on how aggressive you put it. I mean it'll definitely, yeah, it definitely straightens out the car really good if I get into some problems. So I guess it's good. Like if I'm in a position where I'm gonna overspin too much, and then I just maybe I gotta mess with the preload. so I could get a heavier lock while I just engine brake, you know, just let the acceleration go. Because I think the preload determines all three, so it's kind of a balance of all three. I mean, let me check. I want to check now. Because if that's it, then it'll be like a nice lock as soon as I let go of the accelerator. It'll just kind of lock it up. That's why I kind of got it high. And let's see right here. See, so the higher the preload, the early the lock engages with a small preload, the lock will only engage with a large torque difference on the drive wheel. So I'm gonna put this up higher. Should I max? I'm just gonna max it just to see how it locks up real quick.
恵比寿サーキットへようこそ。
Pick no layout, and I can pick the map. And this is basically how I find my settings. Well, fuck here again. Let me reset it. Look, and the car kept going. That's crazy. Alright, so let's see how it locks up. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can notice it right away. Look, the minute I let go of that accelerator, but I gotta get used to it. Tweak it out a little bit to where it's this aggressive, but not too much. I think it's just the overall. But I definitely feel the difference though. I would still have to use the clutch there though, a little bit. And here, if it's too aggressive, see I line myself back up. Just a little tap, just to, so I don't lose my, you know, like, here, this is way too much over. Like, there's nothing was saving me that. That was too much. You gotta catch it kind of early. Almost there. I might have to play around with the tires. Yeah, it's pretty hard to just hit it every single time. But I mean, if they keep it this way, this is a good way to make money. Depending how much you crash and how much your repairs are going to be, I think this is one of the best places to come and make money right now. And I think they're keeping in account your speed too. So all that matters. Oh, I'm kind of messing that up. I actually don't know if it's the contact on 4 tires that matters or the actual speed. I gotta figure that out. Like which one is it? You know? Yeah, cause see, some of them I just hit it right, and all I'm doing is just going faster. And look, that one I just like came off of it. I gotta practice this one. This is the one that keeps messing me up this turn. And this turn. Yeah, I gotta practice this. Let me see what type of tires I got going. I got the city in the back. I got the city in the front. Let me see if I switch the back. Damn, I only got 2 of these. I'll buy 30. Install, and I want to see the difference between the feel, you know. They're kind of snappier. Ooh, having problems turning now. Maybe if I change both of them, let me see. I keep the same. Wait, why is it? What? Why does this keep changing back to? Okay, let me go back. That's kind of weird. So I got all 4 of these. Yeah, it's kind of weird though. For some reason, it's not like the other tires where. Like, I gotta over-exaggerate. Dude, look at this. The other tires, I didn't have that problem with. It just had that, like, better grip. Somebody come in? I don't know if so. Do I even have a lobby going? Like, I don't think I have a lobby going on here. I should probably try to open one. I don't know why it was bugging out. Look at that, almost 100,000. Literally 10 minutes in here. So if I keep at it and you stay here for like, I don't know, an hour or whatever, you'll probably get crazy amount of money. I don't know if I bought the new car. I gotta see what they got in the shop, what changed. Let me check what cars they got. This? I don't remember seeing this. I don't remember seeing this. Alright, I'm gonna buy both. Oh wait. I thought they just changed it on me. Let me see what cars I got. Yeah, because the year, I look at the year and the model. Oh, so I already got this. Yeah, this is the car they showed. This is the car I just bought. But then where's the... I got the 15. I don't have the 18 actually. This one right here. And the parts, I didn't even check if the parts were working on this car. See, I can't set up the transmission right now. Damn, that goes pretty high. I'll keep it like that. This, I just take this off if I can. Just like this. I'm gonna have to buy some what engine? I don't know if I should just keep this engine on it and mess around with the parts. So see, everything that puts my low end torque is what I'm going for. Mainly is all the top parts. Yeah, it's basically all the top parts I'm going for. This, I don't know if I should just... Well, I should even mess with this one. It already has that one on it, so I'm just gonna keep that like that. Yeah, pretty much this didn't change anything at all. Like it just staying exactly like that. That one's at 228, so I'm gonna keep that one. This one's 212. $214. 224. Install all these parts. I don't know which one to go for actually. I'll keep this one in the middle. Cause I don't even know which one to keep. This one's like just a fraction faster. And that even tells you the number of gears. So this one's got 6. I wish they had one with 4 gears. I don't know if they have one with 4 gears. Because I never go up to 5th gear anyway, so if it had 4 gears, that'd be nice. What else? I think this one right here is the one that allows you to choose all 3 locks. So, you know, the acceleration, deceleration, it has the preload. So if you look, whatever's green, so this one doesn't. This one just lets you do the preload and the top speed. So I kind of like to custom mine. So I would get this one right here. And I think I already got it. I don't think you gotta buy these parts. You just gotta put them on and install them. So this is the one right here. Then I just go and install it. And this, I don't really mess around with this that much. Just the front arm. I'm guessing anything that lets you choose with green is what you're gonna be able to edit. The springs, I'll just keep everything the exact same way. Tires, I'll keep the city ones for on right now. It's pretty much the same setup that I put on the other car. Just let me install these. The rear ones, install these. Body cam, I'll just leave this the way it is right now. I'll probably change the color. Change the material. Kind of like a darker red. I just gotta hover over it and press space bar. I think that's fine. And then now back to tuning. This, I might keep this around here to see how it handles so far. This, I can just keep it down. I gotta change the transmission to mess around with the gears. The lock, I'm gonna keep this high like the other one. Deceleration, I think I had the other one around 80. I can't even remember what it was now. I can't remember what it was. I just gotta play around with it and see. This looks kind of real close to the ground, but let me take it on the drive test and see how it. I'm probably gonna have to put up the pressure a little bit, because when I go to a higher gear, look at that, it's gonna take forever, and then I have to like clutch kick, and clutch kick is not even helping it right now. So I probably have to pick up the pressure. Let me see how it handles in second gear. I kind of like how it feels in second gear, but I'm gonna have to put the pressure up a little bit. And see where the rev feels good. It's just this right here. I'd probably keep it at 1 and see how that feels. I'm just probably gonna have to put the boost up on second gear. Let me see how third gear feels. Is it just, yeah, it's kind of still too low. I can put the revs up. Or shorten it. I could do that. I'll probably shorten it. See how it feels. Let me shorten it. Yeah, that's gonna take it down. Let me see how it feels like this. And then this boost, I'll bring it down to like 50 and see. I just don't want it redlining as soon as I hit the accelerator, you know? Like I like it to like kind of build up. The boost might have to go up. Let me check that. See, it feels good. Just not that. It doesn't build up fast enough. And then some parts let you control the final drive too, so I might have to do that to see what. Let me see this one real quick. Ooh, just kind of lowered it though. Just lowered everything. I thought it was gonna let me mess with the torque and stuff because of the since it's on green. Why is it back to that? Damn, I don't know if I should buy that. It's not letting me Oh damn! So it's like the other cards where if you take the engine off, you gotta reset everything. You gotta rebuy everything. I'll try this one and see. It's in the cart, so should install everything. And then I'll take all that down. This, I don't know if I should just bring it all the way down to 1 and then test it out as I go. Just and then bring it down. Keep that like that. Everything's fine like this. Let's see how it feels. It depends which engines. I notice which, like whatever engine you pick and what parts you pick, they'll let you mess with it. I just don't want to, like, you know. It's kind of crazy though. I don't want to be driving and then I like the buildup of the accelerator while I'm turning to catch it, and then but it's got to catch on just right. This kind of drags a little bit, so I'm gonna have to put it up a little bit. Let me see what fourth gear feels like. Fourth gear, I kind of like fourth gear. It takes a little while, but it just doesn't have the power to. It feels nice though, the control on it though. To hold the acceleration. Like you could keep it heavy footed, you know? Alright, let me bump that up a little bit. Let me fix this. Just in case the game don't allow me, because it doesn't like when you think like that should be fine. I kind of like the way this is working. This, I don't know if I should lock it up even more. And then this, I'm gonna keep it like that so I can feel that tightness on the wheel. And see how this feels. Feels good. It feels like it's kind of feeling like the Corvette a little bit. Got nice control. I'm not over burning it out. I'm not clipping it. Well, not that much. It all depends on the track too. You know, like the longer you can hold the accelerator. So I'm not even clutch kicking any of that right now. I'm just look, the control's pretty nice because you can keep it right where you want it. Kind of messed up there. I knew it. I had a fit to hit that. I'm always hitting. I always get so close to those trees. And this part too, I always get too close to this too. It feels good on 4th, but I really like how it feels on 4th. Oh wait, before I do that, let me fix it. I like that. That feels really nice. I wonder how it's gonna feel on the other track.
恵比寿サーキットへようこそ。
Let me spin this to even it out. Okay. Kind of spins out a lot if I'm holding for too much. Damn, the wheels just slide too much. And I gotta make it more grippier than... Damn, look at that, 12,000 though. Like, in a minute, that's kind of nuts. But I want my tires to be a little bit... I like the way it slides. Like, I like having that, like, the weight of... Like, I don't know how to even explain it. Like, make it seem that the car's got good weight to it. The profile, maybe messing around with the profile because the other one is, but this is already too crazy. So I'm just gonna put up the pressure a little bit. This one is kind of up there. I want to keep them kind of even to see the feel to it. And then see how it feels. Like if it starts to lock up, if it doesn't slide so much. But I want it to slide out a little bit though on its own. Because if the car doesn't really slide out, then it takes that feeling of like heaviness from the car. Slides out. Yeah, it feels better. But I don't get that much slide like I was getting before. In a way, it all depends what track you're on, and like you could really like go crazy with it and just tweak it out to run perfect on whatever track you want it to, and then just constantly test it and hit that right line every time, as long as you practice it. This is why I have the most problems here. Ooh. I'm getting it though. And this one right here. I have to have it to where it kind of recovers faster though. It kind of boggles down. I like where it's at though, it feels pretty good. It's just at certain points on the track it either boggles too much or doesn't slide enough. And I mean the only way to recover from that is clutch kicking. You can just clutch kick the car so you can kind of get back up there on the revs. But I'm doing it in such a way where I'm just trying to get it to where it does exactly what I want it to do without me having to even do that. The less work I have to do, the better, you know? Like if it feels natural and it just feels like I don't have to correct anything, it just does it. I gotta practice with how to really enter, and it's kind of limiting because you're going on the block, so I don't know how I'm gonna correct that if I have to use my brake and clutch kick it, you know. Awesome. It's feeling good though. I don't know what engine is the one or what allows me to pick the final drive, because I was messing with the other car and that car allows me to set the final drive. It's one of the BMWs that set up like that. I'm able to set the final drive on the car, and I think I'm able. Let me check. I think I'm able to change the gear. Look at that, 52 in 5 minutes. That's pretty damn good. I kind of like it. I gotta make a couple of more tweaks, but I really like that. Which car is it? I don't know if it's this one. I think it might be this one. And if I go over here, it lets me adjust all this, and then it lets me adjust the final drive. I think I don't know if it's this car, but I had one car that allowed me to adjust everything. Allowed me to adjust this, and it depends on what part. And this is, yeah, so what parts do I have in here? So I got this part in here. Yeah, I don't know which one what it is. Maybe it's this, the gearbox. I gotta figure out what is it that lets me change all those parameters. Yeah, because see, this one I don't think it lets me choose. But the final drive, it pops up there. So I don't know which one it is that. Like, I don't know which one I would have to pick that's gonna let me and it changes the type, so yeah, I don't know which one is. I gotta understand what parts are the ones that allow me to mess around with the car parts and choose what I want. Back to this car. Where is it at? This car kind of feels pretty cool too. Bump it up just. I think I can bump it a little more. And I didn't even mess with this yet. This is a crazy part. I haven't messed with any of this yet. And I believe this is your Ackerman here. Yeah, this is the Ackerman. I don't know if I want to mess with it because it feels good. I don't want to mess with it when it starts feeling weird. It feels fine the way it is. I kind of get used to it. I could tweak it a little bit and see what changes. But I already like the way it feels. And it's making me money pretty good. Maybe if I change the tires around and see what tires I'm actually using. I think I'm using the cities. Yeah, I actually like the way it feels with the city tires. Oh crap. I didn't look on my wheel where the car was turned to. Okay. Let me keep it in second, see how this feels. Now it's going, second is going up pretty fast as I put it up. Let me see how 4 feels. I usually keep it on one gear. I don't switch gears that much. But I might have to set it up in a way where all the gears feel different. Kind of like in the Corvette, I could switch to any of the gears in it. It feels different each one. I think it's a timer. Like you have a certain amount of time to hit each and every one. Yeah, I don't know how to attack that one to get myself to not just slide out. I'll have to like start braking early and just, or maybe just super slide. I don't like how this is not even, hold on. Supposed to switch. Yeah, whenever you see a lot of people like use their clutch, they're literally using that clutch a lot to transition. So you'll see a lot of drivers use their clutch a lot, and that's why they're using it like that too much. They use it to transition and control the way that the speed of how the car transitions. So there's so many techniques that you can use in the game, and that helps with. You don't even have to whip the car. You just get used to knowing how much you need and when to hit the clutch to transition. You know? I don't know what I'm gonna do to get that corner. I keep messing up in the same corner over and over. In a way, it's good because it shows that I'm consistent. I'm failing in the same spot over and over. But I gotta find out how to hit that better. Yo, that's insane. Let me try. I don't know if I tried third. But it's too high. Like it's hitting the red like really, really quick. I like that it recovers pretty quick though. So either I turn in and fail, I gotta hit that just right in such a way where it's all in the timing that I go in. Whether I go into a full power slide, like this one too, kind of. It's crazy how I have the same problem that's in the exact same spot. Oh, I totally messed up. I messed up so bad on that one. This one right here. Oh. If I delay it, I slide too much, and if I go too early, I'll stop mid-turn, like mid-circle. And you know what gets rid of that is just basically braking, clutch kicking, correcting everything as you drift. The only reason I like this style is because of you don't slow down much. You kind of keep going, but you can make the mistake of losing control and sliding the car, you know, going too aggressive, and you just slide off the whole track. So other than that, it feels pretty good. It feels pretty smooth. But I'm gonna have to fix it so it doesn't go in the red too much, because it's going, even on third, it's going on the red way too much. Oh no, I would have to apply the brake. I don't know if I could snap it in, like do it like a kind of S formation pretty quick to see how far the car gets launched. If I try to launch it too much, then it's just gonna get, I'm so fly off track. So I'm getting this one down. This one is, it's kind of tough though to get that. And this one, now I'm having problems with this one. Just either I spin out. Oh man. Oh, that kind of worked. It's kind of doing it in an S form where you snap it back in. It does work, but it's gonna be hard to hit that consistent. Oh man, that's so hard to hit. Like that's gonna be a problem that I'm gonna constantly have. Either I hit it or I don't. It's just gonna take practice. I just gotta practice a lot and get used to it, and then I'll hit it every time. So yeah, if you fix it nice, the popping and all that stuff won't be that bad. I just gotta find a way to lower it down where it's not gonna affect anything that much. that one I would have to use the clutch so I don't overthrow myself where I'm gonna spin out. Oh, no, I'm hitting the wall. I gotta do this in an S shape. I gotta do that one in an S shape or I'm just gonna crash. And I think this is the only reason that I could like drift for hours is because I'm trying to master that. I'm trying to master like how would I like enter, where to flick the car, go in and out like this, go, and then go back in and throw the car without me having to, you know, to put input at all. Like just, that's the challenge that I take myself on. Like just. See, I would have to use the brake there, and it's just like I don't want to. Like I want to just skill it so bad without having to do that. Oh, I missed that one. But I do feel now that I got this to like 25, I do feel way more resistance on it. Like it makes a huge difference. Instead of putting the the caster up and messing with that, it helps a lot. And I like the fact that they did that because then now you can make every car feel the same. Like not the same, but I'm talking about like on the wheel, the resistance you could tweak it out to the point where it feels good to where you like it. I think with this car, I can make some good money. I think I could start a lobby and get some good money with this car. So how much did I get? Yeah. I mean, compared to what I waste though, it's like. Oh, and I did the whole going into your search bar, going into control panel, then going into the network thing, and then picking network center, and then picking whatever you're using, whether it be Wi-Fi or Ethernet cable, and then click on it, click on properties, and then take off the what is it, IPv6 version protocol, whatever it is. You take that off, and suppose that's what they said on their stream that helps the internet connection. So okay, but how would I pick the layout? No layout, clear. Alright, this I'll put US. me see if it lets me pick the map. Because I don't know where it's going to put me exactly. I don't know if you literally have to drive to it or I can pick. Okay. Okay, so I guess you can change it within here. You could just go into it and change it. Oh, but it doesn't have the... Oh. So now I'm just practicing without like the actual... It's not bad, but it'll throw me off once I go on these things, like, because I don't know where they at. I gotta come back. Yeah, it's gonna throw me off. I thought I could just sit here and make money too at the same time while I'm online. That's pretty tough. Okay, let's see. I think someone just joined because when you have like a little like frame skipping, it does that. But let me see how they are. If this actually fits the internet thing. I don't think you could spectate. He's on controller though. Let's see when they catch up. If it doesn't go crazy. I see him on the map here. I don't see it going crazy. I think it's gonna work. Because people are using VPNs. But the way they described it is everybody's like they said that over there they don't have the protocol 6, so everybody's connection is basically the same. So by taking out the protocol 6, it fixes a lot of those problems. Yeah, this guy, like I'm not lagging right now. Let's see if he... I'm gone, dude. Yo, let me just leave. Hold on. Yo, let me see how... I gotta wait for this guy and see how fast he... Because I don't know how... He's a controller player, so everybody switches the way they mess with their controls, so I don't know, like... I thought he was going to be right behind me, though. I want to see if I could drift with him. How do I do the lights? Okay, let me see if I can follow him. Because he could have, like, racing, like, you know, a racing setup. Ooh, I think somebody else was joining.